Let's go.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a
Let him
commoner?
try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sir.
It's been an honor, Sir Ispan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them.
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
And you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Thunder. Feel the thunder. Lightning like thunder. 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 You were saying?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
And what about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Isaac. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Quickly! We have to close the gates!
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates!
Что to wy zaepikłeś?
Are you mad?
O,
You can't
ale
go
jest
back!
na wieża, ale tej zapomniałem, że on jest
Ja si powiedziałam po Pit Flashset.
A, i postępowałem. Stava facendo
Depois, porque na Gordon só dá para fazer prestações lá com o cartão. Universo.
Tens batatas fritas, tens assados, tens camarão, tens camarão, tens camarão, não, tens doces, arroz, sim, gelados. Havia gelados. Havia bolachas belgas, havia filipinos, para poder tirar a umidade, havia Nutella. Sushi, massa.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run!
Olha, muitas entradas, KFC. Só isto.
Find a horse! Ride to town, Lurk! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Quando tu me mandas a direção, o número do coisa, epá, não vai dizer, já cheguei, porque o que é que me adianta a mim saber que aquele carro é aqui? Se eu não sei se tu chegaste ou se não chegaste. Eu digo respondo. Mas a questão não é falar a minha quando chegas. Quando chegas estavas a falar, então. Não estava. Fui a primeira a chegar ali. Como qualquer pessoa. Chegaste antes de tomar para o quê?
My hometown was attacked by foreign soldiers and many people slaughtered. I could get inside the castle before they closed the gates, so they sent me to Elberg to warn the people there in the case they faced familiar faces. Now I have to make it to Delphi in one piece. Oh my god, my parents have been killed. King Sixman army raided Skellies and slaughtered everyone who crossed their path, including my mother and father. I have to flee and warn others. I have to get hold of a horse.
Vamos ver a vossa cidade para ter um ideia de quantos fazer inteligentes, né? Só isso aí, é um outro. E se vocês não vão ter, eu porque ter 2 anos, eu não sei como vai dar para isso, como se computador, e isso fica tudo.
Ok. Fugiu, comprei. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm being attacked by who? Holy shit! Sim, é o 1, porque eu comprei lá o 1 por 3 euros na 4. É melhor o suficiente que isto não está para kill me. Last time people don't just have to fixing it. Everyone has to just skip.
Não sei, assim, eu escolhi música ao vivo e fui professor de violino.
Acho que já pensei.
Gotta go fast, gotta go fast.
Enfim, depois ainda vai ter um blog.
Gotta go fast, gotta go fast. Just to run and do a little dash. Gotta go fast, gotta go fast. Faz parte do tens de go fast. Ai! My health! Gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go fast. Fast. Fast, gotta go, fast, gotta go, fast, gotta go. Need a horsey.
Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
O Tiago tá enorme.
Mete em cima do cavalo. Can follow your horse anytime by wheeling in. Speed of the horse, interview, command speed and strength. So horses, smarter than some people. They do that.
Eu vi o meu também.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh,
Não. Mas eu o gajo que estava a cantar cantou os parabéns no total do nome do telemóvel.
took a arrow to the knee.
Essa foi a mesma que também estava aí. Apenas lembro desse que está ali.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eu fiz isso.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cavalo! Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ, I'm dead. I'm alive! Calma! Jesus Christ. Temos que ir um caminho alternativo. Bora, Henry.
Depois nós vamos dar aqui para dizer como é que é.
Left. Hamburg is to the left, along the street.
Pá, isso também não se pode entender que as pessoas às vezes não.
Run for it!
Get it, big honey.
Drop take it! Keep us up, fellas! Yeah.
After through it, lads.
Run for it! Szétszabdallak, te postalicska! Mivel ez lesz, te fasz? Warn the others! They've tore its scallops!
Estava a pensar nisso.
Run for it!
Estava no Ocean. Tenho um ano de fazer fazer.
Get it, the gunny! Yeah!
Back your glass.
Holy shit, eu ainda estou a ser perseguido.
Para não ser divulgadas.
Era 60 centímetros.
É 120. Mas ficou 150.
Pá, se quiser, só ligo no computador e vou empurrar.
Deixa lá ver. Estava tudo. Sacar esse lado. Eu sei que nada.
Quickly, everyone!
A cena
Get your
é.
asses here!
É aquela. Chega durante a semana. Eu sei que não. Já vem a casa, se buscar.
Não, mas durante a semana, sabes porquê que é? É como a explicação que eu dei. A semana é melhor porque à semana é só das 7 às 11. No fim de semana é dia inteiro.
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Não sabes fazer nada. Quando muito vai-se buscar a televisão enquanto não há televisão, vai-se buscar aquela. Mas a gente não sabe ligar, porque eu não sei ligar.
Pá, não há de ser um bicho de 7 cabeças.
Depois fazer na porta, não sei o quê, sabe, tem que demorar muito tempo.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
Foi onde vimos a 149 no Majão, com LED, toda LED.
Tinha LED, sim, 4K, 2 quilos HDMI como a nossa. Era muito parecida com a nossa, mas tipo, é tipo um mini upgrade da nossa.
Who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
Mas ao comprar já.
I've come from Scarlet.
Isto no armazém.
They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Dispensa.
Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Eu estava a dizer, enquanto esta dá, eu já tinha aquela comprada e guardava-se. No sítio para segurar.
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
Eu estou a fazer isto para tirar dali as caixas, só que é assim, aquelas caixas estão ali por causa das mudanças.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow
Isto
out.
está dentro de uma caixa. A caixa está cá em baixo. Aquela caixa. Eu estou a desimpedir que é para aquilo ficar no espaço lá em cima.
Easy.
Estou a ver que aquela caixa tem que ficar em algum lado.
All
Ou
done.
se desfaz.
You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone.
Aquelas cenas maiores.
It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War
War
was a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
Have you idlers nothing better to do? Get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. As I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Jesus Christ. Ah, maybe.
What's happening?
He sent us a progress.
He can't come tomorrow. As soon as he can manage is before noon the day after tomorrow.
I suppose it can wait another day. Tell him to come.
Proszę mieć moje diagnózy.
Thank you.
Moje diagnózy. Acho que é diagnózy.
61 polegadas, 65 não.
Interessa, para comprar não vamos comprar das também. Quero comprar o ecrã mesmo. Estava a ver as ALG que são maravilhosas. Estivemos a ver vendas para jogos. Mas chamam revisões.
Uma coisa muito doce.
Terrible there.
Aquilo, a pesquisa de televisões, e lá na secção estava a dizer televisões. O problema é que aquilo não eram televisões, aquilo eram monitores.
Coisas diferentes.
Reputation was. What did I do?
Era para comprar uma primeira, não pode ser muito maior, porque depois não temos espaço. Para mim era um retrofit. Preferível. Depois menos espaço. Não sei como é que funciona, mas dá para ver.
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
What the fuck is the food in this place. Eu não me tinha dito que eles iam me levar um quarto com comida.
Mas não estamos a jogo.
Sim, tu, mas chama-te a jogar.
Estou cara, a brincadeira.
Vou ver, tive lá a dormir, mas tenho que dormir minimamente cedo, porque ninguém tem que tomar banho. Nós temos que sair daqui para aí às 3, às 4.
Se saís daqui às 3, podes sair daqui de casa às 3.
Tem que ser mais cedo. Eu nem ia tomar banho, depois
Não tenho culpa. Vem-me de vontade de ir à casa de banho.
tomar banho, né? É coisa para. Estive a fazer tudo, não sei o quê, igual. Se ele comer enquanto eu tomava banho. Eu tomava banho, mas estou até toda a pingar. Bem, demoras muito. Epá, estou a vir a casa de banho para fazer o quê? Tive que ouvir destino, vejo. É para fora. Eu já estou no meio do almoço, tenho que ir para a casa de banho.
Eat.
Quando eu estou a tomar banho.
Food.
Nem ia tomar banho, deixo-me cedo.
A minha defesa estava com muita vontade.
Estou a exagerar. Parece. No final.
Ela não pode ficar ligada, né? Ela desliga.
Ué,
A televisão desliga automaticamente.
sim, se deixares ligada há muito tempo, ela só se desliga.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal?
Foi
Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Foi esta.
You fled from
I heard about your father.
How did you
They
manage
say he was
that?
a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Mesmo assim, devia durar mais. Porque eu comprei aquela com a PlayStation 4. A PlayStation 4 foi em 2016, 17.
Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with a present.
Lady, I'm honoured.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done,
falar em islandês.
brooms out of it.
No, that won't do you so, Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is
Ela está
overwhelmed by
viciada
your generosity.
no Villain
Thank
Sight.
you, my lady.
É por causa do meu sonho,
God
ok?
reward you for your kindness.
Inspiration.
Eat up now.
E de estou
You're
irado
in
pela
capable hands, so
Inspiration.
I'll leave you
Consigo
to
ainda
it.
fazer, já tenho
Good
pensado.
night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
Tive um sonho, mãe, que foi muito realista.
Sobre o quê? Mais outro fato? Mais
Sim.
história cá para cá.
Fecha mais um.
Já te disse para
You can
comprar
sleep
uma
in the
casa,
bedchamber
um
of
quarto,
the
faz
courtyard
duas
lodge.
coisas.
And
Não
don't forget
queres
to take
ter
off those
um
filthy
fecha o
boots
quarto.
before getting into bed.
Vamos para organizar isso.
Não, o teu irmão passa para aqui.
E ficas com os dois quartos. Hunger. The longer you got hungry, the weaker you get. And in the end, you can even die. Different fools have different. Won't fill you up.
Minha tia filha trabalha.
It will stay the
Daste o trabalho de fazer dias lá, de informares bem como é que é a parte de 65 já. Tem que dar tudo bem, porque está a sair. Então, se ficarmos cá, vai ser 700.
Jesus Christ, ainda estou com fome. Não, no jogo. Porque este jogo é tão realista a ponto que se tu não te alimentares, os teus ataques causam menos dano. E se não te alimentares até um determinado ponto, podes mesmo morrer. E é muito.
Era russo.
Yes. I'm gonna steal every food you got here. Ok, besito com azeite. Estás um jogo que tu devias jogar, mano. Baldur's Gate. Food. More. Jesus Christ, Henry, mas que pança é essa? Como é que tu aguentas comer 50 mil maçãs, sopas, pães e ainda está com fome? Pão, pão. Mais pão. Mais pão. Ok. Já não é preciso comer mais. Agora estou com sono. Jesus Christ, Henry. Amigo, estás meu book. Obrigado. I need a bed. Can someone give me a bed? Okay, I wish everything that happened today had just been a bad dream and that I'll wake at home at the sound of father hammering on his anvil and mother humming while she cooks. Go to the country at lodge and sleep. Yes, I need to. Hello there. Where the fuck is my room? Reputation lost? Mas por que eu estou a perder? Reputação. Opa! Tiredness. If you are tired, your stamina and eloges will gradually decrease. Sleep is the solution. Find an available bed which you'll recognize from the icon. Sleep. Vamos dormir. Quanto tempo? 3 horitas. O jogo diz. Energy, se calhar dormir até ficar sem.
I suppose it was nothing.
Dorme só 8 horitas, é melhor, senão depois põe uma cabeça. Dorme até. Ei, acordaram-me durante a noite.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll do.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady. No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a sermon.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Oh.
I met my friends right next to the Skalitz Ale House. When we heard Deutsch praising Sigismund, our blood boiled. My mates decided to teach that fool to mind his tongue, so thanks to us, Deutsch had to scrape horse shit off his newly whitewashed house.
How foul.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzik himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget that horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Move it, people! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back! Henry, help us!
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Alright. Game saved, yeah.